Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. You're watching High Power Now with Gregory Lynch, and I'm talking to you on this channel about the highest vibration energies, about raising your vibration, cleaning your pineal gland, and we're going to talk today about ORMUS or Monatomic Gold. Now what is it? Basically it's a gold broken down into a liquid form so that it's a nanoparticle, so that it doesn't go into your bloodstream. But why is gold important? Well, gold is important because it's one of the fastest conductors. So how it works in your brain is it goes around your neurons and it connects the synapse. So when electricity goes from one point to the other, usually there's friction that causes a break in the electricity going from one point to the other. So with monatomic gold, there is no break, there is no friction. You have the same energy at this point as you have on this point. So that's what it does in your brain. It also cleans the pineal gland. It's been called, there's a lot of history on the matter, but I'd rather you do your own research on that. There's a lot of speculation on what it actually is, but it has generally been deemed safe. There hasn't been any adverse events, so I highly recommend it. It's also great for healing, on the skin, for the face. It revitalizes your body. I've been taking it for 2 months, so I won't make any claims about rejuvenating in terms of your DNA. A lot of people say it does that as well, but I won't go that far. So let's jump right in. What do we have first? So I keep them in tin cans because they're very sensitive to EMF rays, even from the phone. This is why I hesitated to make a video, because I don't like taking it out of my storage. I have a big aluminum foil storage to keep the EMF waves away, but I'm going to share with you today some of these, so hopefully I don't ruin them. So what I have here is monatomic gold. This is by a company called MonatomicOrm.com. They're a very good company, pure form. And this is about a $300 bottle. I started with a smaller one and I said this was one of the best brands for me. I highly recommend this. And what this did for me, if those of you that have watched the multivite videos, this goes hand in hand with multivite, with meditation. It increases it by tenfold. This was the first thing that I started taking when I got the same results meditating, in terms of seeing colors, cleaning the pineal gland. This is what I used, and this got me meditation times 100-fold, literally 100-fold. From before, when I was using nothing, meditating, I had great results. But this, it was basically like I was eating a great diet of vegetables, nuts and such, but I wasn't. I was eating meat at the same time. I'm still mindful of my diet, but you don't need to be so much when you have something like this. Okay, so that's the first one. I rate this one out of 10, with 10 being the highest. I would say a 10 for this one. Now let's go to a company called Humana Gold. Now this one is called Ruby. It's a weaker one. It's for the more settled, childlike energy. If you're ever feeling a low energy, this by Humana Gold. They're all wrapped, so you can't see the packaging. I don't want to ruin it, but I do have, the packaging is kind of shady on that one as well. So Humana Gold is this company. I recommend them. They have a good product, and I believe they do ship here. They're either in Canada or the US, but they do have pretty quick shipping. If I recall correctly, I believe it's actually in Canada, so it's about a 2-week wait, so be mindful of that. So let's go on to the next one. This is a company called Mother Earth Alchemy. Now a lot of you have probably heard of this. This one is actually available on Amazon. I'm usually skeptical about getting anything off of Amazon. The reason is these are supplements, so essentially anyone could make a supplement. I can make a supplement and put ingredients in it, and it's not monitored by the FDA. It's not monitored by any guidelines, so you don't necessarily know what you're taking. Mother Earth Alchemy, I did all my research to make sure the companies that I got my ORMUS from, my Monatomic Gold, that they were legit companies, that they had tons of reviews. and now I have a pretty good eyeball and a pretty good tongue and pretty good sense of what works and what doesn't. So this is called the Golden Dragon. It's a mix of the M3 formula and actual real monatomic gold. So a lot of gold is actually formed from dead sea salt. So when you imagine the mountains dripping down, all the minerals and nutrients, they drip down to the bottom of the mountain into the sea, and basically the alchemic process of making monatomic gold is amazing. There's some awesome videos on how you can make it yourself. However, that won't be out of pure gold. What you want is the pure gold, the 100%, the 99.9999% gold, and you don't want it necessarily out of dead sea salt. I have certain ones out of dead sea salt, but you're going to want one that is made from gold. That's the most powerful one. Okay, so next one. So we have another one from the company, Mother Earth Alchemy. This one is called the Magi. Now this one is the most powerful. I love this whenever I want to make money, whenever I want to manifest something. I always take the Magi. It's one of the strongest ones that I've had to date. Then there's also one that's just like this called Messiah. That's more of a daily practice, and it's a high energy, but I would say that's more of a medium, a good starting ground for those that have never tried it before. So that's a basic grounding of what it is. I will show you actually a bad one that I would not take. This one is in the powder form, and it comes from a company, Energo. I would not recommend this one. This one was pretty terrible. I tasted it a couple of times. I wanted the pure white powder, but I would not recommend it. It's not very good to me. Maybe I'll try it again, and maybe I'll change my mind, but I would not go with Energo. That's that. And then one last company that I know you will love is Starfire Gold, the Anunnaki elixir of life. Now, this comes from George Clark. He was one of the originators who went along and made several books and documentaries on the Anunnaki, where we actually come from. It's backed by tons of science. I don't want to go into aliens and angels, however you want to view the true past in history, but this is some very good stuff. Great for daily practice. I felt it right away. But what you have to do is keep it in your system, because this is a new element that you're introducing. So you want to make sure that you're taking it every day, and the dosages can vary. The thing I like about this is, you can keep taking it, and you can kind of tell yourself when you've had too much, when you haven't, because you'll feel it. You'll start to get a headache, and you cannot not meditate without it. I gave some to my mother the other day. She says she doesn't really feel it, and it's because she doesn't meditate. I try to tell her to meditate. It helps. So do not do this if you're not going to meditate. It's a waste of money, but I highly recommend it, because it's going to take you to that next level. I guarantee you, and it's amazing, because when you close your two front eyes and you open your third eye, you're going to see colors, you're going to see magnificent symmetry, you're going to see an increase in energy, an increase in your manifestation, an increase in the synchronicity inside life. You'll see 1111 a lot, you'll see 222, you'll see 333. You'll continue to manifest and have good vibrations. And it's also important that when you're doing all this high vibration work, you want to make sure that you have something to ground you, a grounding stone, something like a black tektite. I love this stone. This is one of my favorite stones. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I've given a general review of the different ORMUSes, the different monatomic golds. Go out there, do your research, be safe, God bless, and keep watching. I'm going to announce the winner of the new free Moldavite. I've already given away several pieces, and I cannot wait to give you guys more. Wait and for the next Moldavite video. Thanks for loving, thanks for subscribing, thanks for keeping your interest in opening this eye. Enjoy.